Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Glorious by GloRilla. GloRilla, born named Gloria Hallelujah Woods, pretty dope. Born from Memphis, Tennessee. Obviously, when you hear that accent, you know she's from the South. 25 years old, blowing up a lot this year with her friends alongside Meg the Stallion and Lotto. She's part of that little trio of girl power rappers, and they all make pretty decent music overall. This is going to be her second album. She dropped earlier this year, 2024, Everything. I didn't know that was a thing, so I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and call this her first real studio album. And for her first real studio album, she did pretty well, I'd say. We've got 15 songs, 42 minutes, solid little sample size, not too long, not too short. We got Lotto on the album, we got Sexy Red, we got Mooney Long, we got Kirk Franklin, Maverick City, we got Meg the Stallion, we got Boss Man D-Lo, we got T-Pain, and we got Friday. So a lot of features on the album as well, but not too many features, you know. I think it was a good selection of them. She's obviously still growing and blowing up, so we're not going to talk too much about anything else. We're just going to kind of get into the album here. It starts off pretty strong, I'd say, with the intro song. I think it's a nice, hard little tone setter for the rest of the album, showing her that she's really trying to be here and rap, you know? And then we get into Hold On, which is cool. We get into Procedure with Lotto, which is cool. TGIF, obviously, that's her big song. I think that shit is hard. What You Know About Me Was Sexy is fine. Stop Playing is solid. Don't Deserve, I think, is a cool song to write, especially from a woman's perspective. So I like that song. And then the rest of the album is okay. I do think it kind of falls off from there. I'd say the first half, that first 7 out of 15 is solid. And then the second half of the album isn't my favorite, but it's not bad still. For production, we can just get into the grades. Again, GloRilla doesn't have too much to talk about yet in her career, so we can just get in right to the grading. So for production, I did give it a 7.5. It's not that anything is bad, but it's not that anything is good either. Just very simple, just simple beats for her to rap over, which I think she handled them all well, but none of them really stood out to me as anything crazy, but none of them were bad. So I gave it a simple 7.5. For vocals and lyrics, I gave her a 4 for each. I gave her a 4 for vocals and I gave her a 4 for lyrics. Her vocals are her accent. She's got good delivery. She's got a nice deep punch tone to her. I think she handles that well throughout the album. It doesn't even feel like overused or anything, which if you watch my videos, I kind of talk about that a lot, where somebody's flow and style can just feel like too much at a time. But I didn't feel like it was too much on this album, the way she kind of just ebbs and flows throughout with her vocals. And then for the lyrics, she's not saying anything bad. There's some funny rap moments, there's some meaningful moments. It's a good written album. I'd be hating if I gave her like a bad score for either. Like, there's no reason. It's solid. She's a pretty decent writer, I'd say. For cohesion, I gave it a 9. Again, I'm gonna consider this like her first real album, and it's got everything about, she's talking her shit, she's talking about shit about other people, she got her friends on it. Glow's Prayer is a cool song, just for a different perspective on kind of life and the way you can operate with your faith and things like that. And it's all about her, so I gave her a 9 for cohesion. For originality, I did give it a 7.75. Again, alongside with the production, there aren't many moments in the album where I was like, yo, like this is some new shit, you know, this is some real deal hard stuff. I think the production probably could have helped elevate that score a little bit more if you gave her just a little bit more of a unique, you know, let's see what she can do on a little bit of a different style. Not just a 20-minute beat that could kind of just come off of YouTube, you know. So I gave her a 7.75 originality because I just thought it could have been just a little bit more unique and not just Memphis flow stuff. For quality and care, though, I did give it a 9. I don't know if it's something about her voice or her delivery or something like that. She just sounds really good on a track, and it's hard to not want to listen, because her voice just works over the way that she spits, over the way that she picks her beats. It just works. And the topics that she covers, the different kinds of sounds that she has throughout the album, it's not all just one topic. Again, she's talking her shit, she's talking about shit about the people, she's doing whatever. I think it's a well-rounded album, I'd say. So I did give it a 9 for that, because I do think she put some time and effort into this one. So with a 7.5, a 4, a 4, a 9, a 7.75, and a 9, that does bring her to an 82. a solid B minus. I think this is more than fine. Same thing with that whole trio, her, Megan, and Lotto. I think they're all on the cusp of figuring it out. If they really want to just make some like hard ass music, obviously they're attractive women, so they don't have to have as much good music, if you will. And you can think about like a Saweetie who was like, oh, people weren't even listening to my music, so I'm just gonna be Saweetie. I'm just gonna be an attractive woman, and I don't care about the music anymore because you don't care. I think all three of these could. I think all three of these women could kind of walk that line of, hey, I know that half of the world might only know my name because of XYZ, but the other half will know me because of my music. And I think all three of them have a chance to do that. And I think more power to them if all three of them succeed. Because obviously we see a lot of times in music industry how certain women can just be sexualized to success, whether they like it or not, whether they planned it or not. But I think all three of these artists and women have a chance to really have an impact sonically and not be worried about if people are just listening because of their sexual pleasures. Glorious by GloRilla 82. Not much else to talk about, so I'll see you guys in the next one.